Alright, for me we have got basically a skirmish build, and if I'm for my opponent I would say a balanced build with 1 Daikyu, 2 matchlocks, 5 Cav units, 3 Yariars, 2 Nodachis and a leader general. And there is a unit in his composition which I haven't seen for, yeah, I think months. It's the level 6 Katana Cavalry. And in a few of the occasions I'd like to quickly discuss this unit. I think we all know that Katana Cav is best used against enemy sword, matchlock and bows, because it uses a katana instead of a spear like the rest of the Cav units. But it performs badly against enemy Cav units, melee Cav units to be more precise. So that's the reason why I prefer a level 2 Yari Cav, because it can compete with other melee Cav and also cause a lot of damage to enemy infantry units with no bonus versus Cav, as it has a very high charge bonus. I think the Katana Cav is best used in spear builds. Let's say you have a mix of Yari-Sams and monks, and having 2 or 3 Katana Cav might be a really good addition, because generally spear units are slightly weaker than sword units, and what is better to fight off sword units than in Katana Cav. But also, for beginners, Katana Cav is probably one of the strongest units they can use, because bow units are a really common sight on low level games, so bows can be taken out quite quickly, and also sword units are no big issue. And you may not expect it, but Katana Cav can perform quite well against spear units when charged in the back. However, what I realized is that the higher the skill level of your opponent is, the less likely it is that he will bring Katana Cav, because at a higher skill level you will be able to micro more Cav at the same time. And in this scenario, Katana Cav is just better. And in the end, it's a personal preference what you would like to take. And if you feel alright with Katana Cav, you should bring it, of course. But briefly said, a level 2 Yari Cav will be much more helpful in the majority of your games than a Katana Cav, just because it can perform well against other Cav units. That's it basically. You may have realized that in this game I have much more range units than my opponent has. And if you face such a scenario, you must be aware of that you have either infantry or Cav superiority, and you have to take advantage of that, because it's your only tool to win the fight, because obviously you can't take the range fight. You will lose it decisively, and in the end you have nothing left to force your opponent to attack in a spot you want. So generally what you should do in my opinion is to shift the majority of your infantry and cavalry to one side. I'm not really sure if you should shift it to the stronger or weaker side, because a lot depends on the terrain, of course. Your opponent, however, will react to your movements, of course, but you have an infantry or cavalry advantage anyway, so that shouldn't be much of an issue, in theory, of course. Then you should just force him to retreat and chase him from the one side to the other side, while your ranged units keep his ranged units busy. So his ranged units can't shoot your infantry. That's how you should do it in general, according to me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure other players have another approach for that. And in this certain scenario, my opponent should have get his Daikyu in this forest here on the ridge, so here on the minimap, and then aimed my bow Daikyu, which would have forced me to retreat, because Firstly, it's a board IQ, which a bow monk can't compete with, and he has forest protection, so no way to win for me. Then with his, let's say, one Odachi and two Yeri Airs on that side, plus this Nugget Hand and four of his Cav units, there is no way, there wouldn't have been a way for me to hold off this approach, because I just have one infantry unit here, this Nodachi, and one matchlock unit, and that's just not enough. And the Daikyu, well, my bow monk, sorry, can't do anything anyway. So he would have got the Sword Joe, and most likely would have been able to defend the shrine, and while chasing me down the valley and up to the next ridge, he would have been able to recapture the shrine, and then he would have had two dojos. Well, the rest is just speculation, and I can't tell what would have happened. But if he had done it, I think there would have been a quite decent chance for him to win. Yeah, I can't say anything else on a video. I think the video is over anyway, so thanks for watching and see ya.